Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to make a video on Seiryu tips. This is going to be 5 clips that I gathered, just showcasing some things that you might not really think of, but hopefully after watching this, you will think of them. So, first of all, positioning. Basically, you want to position your sunshine towards the center of the arena. You don't want it on the sides, because there's the hands that come out in arrows, and they seem to be more likely to come out on the sides. They do come out in the center sometimes, but it seems less likely. So sunning in the middle is definitely preferable. Also, you want to sun a little forward so that you have access to the back squares of your sunshine. For the reason of like just having more places to move. Because, like, being able to move in this fight is very important. But, besides that, this clip is actually just showcasing, that you can stand on these arrows, you know? Like, if there's an arrow in your sunshine, you might as well go to it. It gets rid of the hands. You don't have to deal with that mechanic. Basically, it gets rid of it, so... yeah, just, like, go stand on the hand, you know? Or the arrow, and... It's worth noting that, like, 5 seconds after you do that, there will be hands coming out of there, wherever you stand, so you need to move, but, yeah, it's really nice to do that. I have another clip here. Basically, they have an arrow over here somewhere, and you can see where I'm standing. So if I was to stay here, the arrow is over here, right? So, like, the hands would go, like, diagonal, like, straight through my sunshine. And I don't want that, right? So, instead of staying there, I'm gonna move to this side. And what this does is, like, instead of the hands going straight down the middle and, like, I have to, like, only be on this side of my sunshine, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna go like this, and I have all of this to play with, like, for my sunshine. So it just gives me a positional advantage. It allows me more room to move around. You know, it's just like just like a positional thing, you know. Hopefully, like, you just like have to draw a line in your head from your character to the arrow, and, you know, just move and make sure that your sunshine isn't getting boxed off. But anyways, alright. Third clip. This is just a bunch of stuff going on, so I'm just gonna run through it. It's just like showing me getting my full sunshine off, basically, while I'm getting a bunch of, like, shadow tendrils and stuff. So alright, I'm just gonna play it. So alright, so I get a shadow thing, a shadow tendril. I don't know what you call those, but so I get one. I put it in this corner. I usually go to the corners. I either go to the corners or the sides of my sunshine. Just you know, just don't be in the center, basically. You can actually separate these by 2 steps, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I go to each corner. I don't know. Kind of depends. But so I got those 2 shadow tendrils, and then I get another one in this corner. And then I get another one, and I leave it on that side. So, like, this whole time, I'm, like, moving around. Just, like, all of my damage has been in my sunshine. So, like, even though I'm getting all these mechanics that, like, try to move me, I'm trying to stay in my sunshine as much as possible. And then I get this arrow, and, you know, I'm set up, like, perfectly, because, like, you know, it's just gonna go like this, right? So I'm gonna have all of my sunshine. Like, my sunshine's gonna be fine, so... you know, I just stay there. And then I move. I get another shadow tendril. And then another one. So, like, even though I got all of those, I stayed in my sunshine the whole time. And I just wanted to show that, like, positioning is really important in this fight. And, like, knowing, like, you can be 2 squares away from these things is, like, really important. Just to keep your DPS up. So, yeah. The next thing I wanted to show is the blobs. Basically, like, so I just got pulled down, right? I'm gonna be like, obviously I chain here with Karoming. By the way, Karoming is a great perk for this boss if you don't have it already. It allows your chain to hit 6 targets, but that's not the main purpose of this clip. So my chain hits all 6 targets, and then I bleed with Corruption Blast, and I stand MD and I pray melee. The reason you do this is just because, like, you see my Corruption and my Dragon Breath, it just killed everything except that one, obviously, because he was like pretty far away. But like, it's really important to just like stay MD to the blobs, just so that like they group up really well, you know, instead of like trying to run away. Like, I used to try and run away a lot, but then I realized that like running away is really not good. You should just like try and stay in one spot, like really close to them, and then you could just Dragon Breath and just delete them with your Corruption Blast and Dragon Breath. Yeah. Alright, on to the last tip. Basically, this one is like, it has to do with jumping up and down the sides. So basically, if you click on the jump when you're not on the square, like this is a square right here. This square is where you need to stand, right? So if you're not on that square, your character will do this thing where they like look at the jump platform and then they'll move, and then it'll look at the jump platform and jump again. Like, I'll play this because this is pretty important. So yeah, my character looks, and then he moves, and then he looks again and he jumps. You saw that? So that's really like really bad. Because it's just like really slow. But let's see. So there's me showcasing again. I move. So I click jump, and then he looks, he moves, he looks again, and then he jumps. And then I think right here is where I showed, like, if you're standing on the square, which is this square, and then you click, it just jumps instantly. So if you're going up and down his back a lot, it's actually really important to stand on the square that you jump to and from. Although I will note that you should not preemptively stand on the square, because if you get a shadow tendril thing on that square, you will die. So yeah, just don't stand on it until his head is down, basically, because I've died to that many times. Took me a while to learn not to stand on that square before he's actually, you know, 7.2. But anyways, that's all I wanted to show. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you guys next time.